Habits are attitudes, behaviors, and beliefs that we use to accomplish our way. Our way is success or failure. Our way is rich or poor. Our way is we can or we can't. Our way is we believe or doubt. A habit is what you have always believed, what you have always done, what you have always been, what you think and believe, because habits are attitudes, behaviors, and beliefs that we use to accomplish our way. Hello again, and thanks for joining me today. We want to talk about habits. You heard the words in that song. I will read the lyrics of this song for you. And remember, all the things that I'm teaching you here, they are songs that I've written to support them. I'm more interested in you having the songs and listening to them over and over and over and over and over and over. It's like the wheel spinning on a car. It makes the same turn over and over and over and over, but it gets you to your destination. So I'm hoping that as you listen to my talks, you will really go to ewoman.com and download those songs and listen to them over and over and over. Habits are attitudes, behaviors, and beliefs that we use to accomplish our way. Doesn't matter what you do in life, it's from a habit, right? A doctor may go to school and he study for 20 years and become a medical professional, and guess what? He's developed professional habits that every time he's in a situation he knows what to do, and he has to learn some of these procedures and do these procedures over and over and over and over until he gets it right. So we are all creatures of habits. So habits are attitudes, behaviors, and beliefs that we use to accomplish our way. Our way is success or failure. Our way is rich or poor. Our way is we can or we can't. Our way is we believe or we doubt. A habit is what you have always believed, what you have always done, what you have always been, and what you think and believe. Use habits to make millions. You know, people who are investing in the stock market and whatever they're doing, whether they are investing, whether they are Michael Jordan, did you know that these guys would spend hours a day doing thousands of shots in a basket to get it right, because they have to develop the habit of getting it right. They have to develop the habit of putting it in the basket over and over and over and over again. The success is achieved and maintained as you try and keep on trying. You don't ever stop trying. And that should be a habit that underlies everything that you're doing. Unless you develop the habit, you're not going to get there. So I think of, as I said, I think of the habit like the wheels on a car. It makes the same turn over and over, but it can go millions of miles, right? You can go cross country, you can go to the coast. It takes that same turn. And to be successful in life, you have to develop these successful habits. And once you develop these habits, you will get where you're going. Use habits to make millions. Use habits to reach your goal. Use habits to be successful. Use habits to stay on a roll. All outcome depends on your habits. Good habits helps you up. Bad habits brings you down. And you know that, don't you? And keeps us chained to the ground. It's all a habit. I heard a story talking about chain to the ground. I heard a story about how they, you know, those big elephants, right? Especially in places like India, where they use them, you know, as tame animals. And they would take a tiny rope and tie it to this elephant's foot and put it on a peg, and it stays there all day. And you want to, this elephant, all he has to do is move his legs, and he's rooting that peg up. But you know what they did? They taught that elephant a habit. The habit was, once we put something across your foot and put it to a peg, you cannot move. They first did it with a chain. And after they did it with the chain, and the elephant tried to get away, it realized it's wasting his time because the chain is chained to a concrete block and it cannot move it no matter what he does. And after he had developed the habit of obeying that when your foot is tied to a piece of chain or anything, and for that matter, you are now a prisoner of that thing and you cannot move. That's it. And they have done this, and they've trained the elephant that when that elephant developed the habit that no matter what he does, he cannot move. So you see, they take this big elephant out, put a little tiny piece of rope on its leg, tie it to anything that they want to tie it to, and it doesn't move because it developed that habit. And a lot of times your life is stuck because of you have the habit of being stuck. Right? You got to change those habits in order to break those things. There are a lot of beliefs that you have about yourself that are bad beliefs that cause you to have bad habits and cause you to be falling and failing over and over again. You have to change those habits. I cannot tell you what those habits are because I don't know you personally. I know what mine were, and I had to change them. I have had things that took me years to change, but I did change them and I did overcome them. You have to get a piece of paper out, make some notes on the things that are hindering you in your life, the things that are causing you problems, and watch these habits that you've been doing over and over and put them on a piece of paper and reason why. You would be surprised that some things just doesn't make any sense. You'd be surprised that you would ask yourself the question, why am I doing this? I've been doing this for so long. For what? Why? And then like that, you can change the habits. And a lot of times to change anything in your life, you have to reason with yourself. You have to say, okay, I've been doing this for the last 5 years or ever since I was born or whatever the case might be. It hasn't gotten me anywhere. It has gotten me into trouble. It has gotten my life down, and I must change it. Why am I still doing this? Why am I still holding on to this? And as long as you can develop reasons why you can now divorce yourself from it and say, okay, I had enough of you, I want you out of my life. That's when you break that habit and you start doing the things that are opposite to that will get you in the direction that you have to go. As I said, I don't know your bad habits, so I cannot tell you what they are, but each person knows their bad habits. They know their weakness, they know that things that are always getting them in trouble, and they know they have habits of going into situations that gets them into problems, and you have to change those habits. And once you change those habits, you change yourself, and it will affect your friendships, it will affect where you go as a person, who you spend your time with, and all that. All those are things that we have become subjected to. As I say, we are creatures of our habits, and so we can break free from those habits and we can set new habits. So listen, purchase the song and listen to it over and over. You'll get a lot of stuff in there that will strengthen you and encourage you to change your habits. It is important. If you're going to get from point A to point B, you must have the habits that will take you there. You must get out of bed like Michael Jordan did. Go stand in that basketball court and throw 1,000 hoops, until you get it right. Okay? I don't know what your situation is and what you need to do to pull yourself out from where you are to where you want to go. But I do know it's bad habits that get you there, and good habits will get you out. Okay? So, hope you enjoyed this video today, and do visit e4women.com, and I wish you all the best. Love you. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. Bye. Bye.